Danjay Kluane Adamek Uye, Daklawadi Ayahat, Ageyo Hatu Asauk, Ganach Chish Ta'an, Ganach Chish Chwanlandan. So I'm Kluane Adamek, and I'm from Kluane First Nation, and I'm also from the Daklawadi clan, and my Tlingit name's Age. And my Tlingit name, from what we know, means daughter of the lake. And Age was actually a sister of Skookum Jim and the late Kate Carmack. So really proud to carry my great-great-great-grandmother's name. I am the AFN Regional Chief. I served as the interim AFN Yukon Regional Chief from January until the end of June, and then was elected in June of 2018 for a 3-year term. Leadership isn't about a role or a title, right? And I often talk about this. Leadership is about how you show up. So how do you show up for whatever it is that you're doing? And are you doing that respectfully? Are you being kind? Reminding yourself to be humble and bringing all the teachings that you have with you, whether it's what you learned, and Eric Morris talks about like what you've learned in school or from your colleagues, your work colleagues, and you hold those teachings, and then you hold everything that you've learned in terms of your culture and who you are, right? And so you hold these things, and you hold your culture and your teachings as close to your heart as you can, and you'll be the strongest version of yourself. Being the youngest at the executive, and I'm being really open and vulnerable, being one of 3, and for a short period of time I was the only one, like that's not easy. And I continuously find that I show up in how I need to show up, but sometimes it feels like I have to show up more aggressive, or I have to be louder, right? So that people hear me more. Or, I get a lot of, in some cases, like, oh, good job, you're a young leader. And I'm like, no, we're equal. Like, this isn't about a hierarchy, this is about being respectful to everybody, regardless of if you're in a leadership position or not. While I've been open and vulnerable a little bit and talked about some of the challenges I've experienced, or just like, mean girl stuff, right? I realized that in this role as a young woman, it's so important to know that when you're dealing with that stuff, or when that stuff's coming at you, like 90 to 100% of the time, it has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with someone else. There's so much we can do as women if we support each other, and I just want to continue to be part of that work. I want to be supportive, and I encourage people, if they have ideas for how our regional office can be supportive, to let us know. We've sponsored events, of course, like the Youth Award at the Native Hockey Tournament, or the BITE Leadership Training, right, for example, CYFN's recent youth gathering. It's one way to be supportive, but another way to be supportive is just for youth to know that, like, I'm here. The regional office is there to support you, and that your voice is important, and let's find ways that we can include your voice. That bringing together of people and supporting the voice, those are always 2 things that have been really important to me personally, and of course that is always going to translate into the work that I'm a part of professionally as well.